Because again, the point of this broadcast is not for me and Brian to come on here and just rant and give you bad news. It's a forum for the listener where you can call in, just like the first caller. She made some great points. The second caller was unaware, as I was, that this was in our state constitution. Brian, you'd said we need to get some of our state legislators on and talk to them about this, because this should be repealed. I'm appalled. I'm ashamed. The North Carolina Constitution is going to be on Hypocrite of the Week next week, so you can vote for it on our poll when we get to that. But while we wait for some more phone calls, and again, if you'd like to call in, 704-873-1400 and 336-499-0681. This was in the news last week. There is a high chance a majority of the states within the United States of America could file for Chapter 9 bankruptcy. There is currently 46 states with high budget deficits, Arizona being one of them. In fact, Jan Brewer, the newly appointed governor of Arizona, has a major crisis on her hands, one that Arizona and the national media isn't covering. The alarming news is the state of Arizona has 90 to 120 days before they completely run out of money. After that, all bills and tax refund owed to the citizens will go unpaid. Before Janet Napolitano left for her new Homeland Security position, she had a standoff with Arizona Treasurer Dean Martin. The Arizona Treasurer forewarned Napolitano about Arizona's financial crisis, but she refused to heed his words. With neighboring California on the verge of bankruptcy this year, many states will follow in their steps. And something we commented on just a little bit earlier, I wasn't aware of this. Governor Perdue apparently has asked for $2 billion from the bailout monies.
And this is one of the reasons for the state sovereignty issue. Many responsible states really don't want to pay for other states' irresponsibilities, such as the situation in California. Why should a responsible state have to pay for that?
Yeah, and in the stimulus bill that's been reported this week, you know, all of the Republicans too, both parties are guilty, but they're putting all this pork in it, and they're asking us to pay for other states' museums and trains, and a bankrupt country beyond bankrupt. It is, well, give your analogy, it's like giving a drug addict more drugs. That's what you said. It's
right.
Perfect.
You just got to suck it up and detox, basically, off of our addiction to spending money.
Okay, we're going to go back to the phones. Hey, you're on the Real News.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. This is Bill Anderson again.
Yes, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I've been an ardent student of the Bible for 67 years. And when I need some answers, I go to the Bible and I find them right in there. Luke chapter 21, verse 25 says, "In the last days there shall be signs in the sky, the moon, the sun, and distress upon nations with perplexity." I looked in my Bible dictionary, and the man that wrote the Bible dictionary said perplexity means the day will come when the nations of the earth have tremendous crises with no solutions to their problems. Are we there right now? I don't know whether you heard him, but John Bolton last night was laying Obama low. But, you know, I'd like to see this stimulus work, but I don't think it'll work.
Well, it looks like it's impossible to stimulate a country that's in this bad a shape out of it.
What I saw was that in Obama's new budget for what is next year, that he's already put in another $750 billion stimulus into that budget, another bailout.
Just more and more and more. Well, sir, do you think that we're marching towards setting the stage for the Antichrist?
I think you're 100% right. In Revelation 13, 7 and 8, it says that every nation, kindred, and tongue will come under the authority of the Antichrist. I've been a student of the Bible for 65 years. I don't find one shred of evidence in that book that describes a superpower like the United States that would oppose a total world dictator like the Antichrist. And that tells me that we're going to be knocked down on the bottom line. And you know, Ronnie Beatty, when he was on, he was saying America is under the judgment hand of God. I find that Jack Van Impe,
Okay, apparently we lost the phone call. Sorry about that, caller. If you want to call back, feel free. Not exactly sure what happened there. Again, our phone numbers are 704-873-1400 and 336-499-0681. If you'd like to call in, we've got about 7 minutes left. And this was in the news this past week on One News Now. Nigeria favors traditional marriage but loses funding. A division of the European Union that deals with gay rights has demanded that all foreign aid to Nigeria be suspended after the government voted not to recognize homosexual marriage. The Nigerian vote to protect traditional marriage was unanimous. Matt Barber of the Liberty Council says, "It is unfortunate the European Union adopted this stance. The European Union has certainly been infiltrated by homo-fascists. They are no doubt about it." He contends they are using that body to essentially try to push the international homosexual agenda down the throats of countries that respect the traditional values relative to sexual morality. And we've got another phone call. Hey, you're on the Real News.
Hey, Farron, this is Nick. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, good. How you doing, sir?
All right. I just want to make a few comments about Eric Holder, which is the nearest nothing elected official that we do have. He instituted a thing that's saying that if we control guns, that we could help Mexico. I mean, what kind of crackhead mess is that? I mean, then Obama using the word comrade in the speech to the troops at Lejeune, I thought that was just unreal. I mean, you know, and our rights and our freedoms, 27 states have already tried to get sovereignty. 15 states have already achieved that. Georgia, South Carolina, and Tennessee, and West Virginia is getting ready to do the same thing for our Constitution of the United States, because this government can't even protect the Constitution of the United States.
Well, to go into what you're saying, sir, is Rahm Emanuel, Obama's chief of staff, said, and I'm just paraphrasing, this isn't exactly what he said. He said that it's the government's duty to take advantage of any situation that comes up to push their own agenda, just like a false flag operation, for example, and that's precisely what Holder's doing with the situation in Mexico. The drug lords just take advantage of whatever comes up and use it to implement your policies, your agenda.
And I think we're going to see Obama and his regime try to come out with this forced servitude where they're going to try to make everyone 18 to 23 join some kind of national corps. And I'm totally against it. I'm not going to be a part of anything like that because I'm not your slave. And that's what they're trying to indoctrinate everyone here to accept. And unless the American people have a wake-up, apparently they go right along with it. They're going along with everything else.
That's right. And this sovereignty with the states, that's what they're getting at, and that's what they're trying to get around, because they're totally against this. And it's just an abomination of our freedoms, our democracy, you know. And you know, everybody needs to stand up. They need to call their representatives. They need to write the representatives of our local government and tell them this is just crazy. It's crazy, period.
Well, I agree with you. I certainly do appreciate your calling. We've got about 2 minutes left, so we got a couple things we're going to end with. But Mitch, I really do appreciate it. And yeah, check out the North Carolina Constitution. It don't look like we will be doing using our 10th Amendment rights.
That's true. Well, listen, Farron, I appreciate it, buddy, and I appreciate all the work y'all do.
Oh,
Hey, thank you, sir. All right, Brian, go ahead with quote of the week.
In the next century, nations as we know it will be obsolete. All states will recognize a single global authority. National sovereignty wasn't